Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play TaleSpin. This is probably going to be the last video in our little series here. So let's see if we can't end this game on a high note. I mean, we've already been to the city, and a cave, and a haunted house, and a baseball stadium. You know, all standard fare for a shmup, right? I mean, those all make perfect sense. So, where else could we possibly go but the jungle? And, yeah. These little alligators that we're fighting, I think they were like called the Pygmy Tribe or something in the show. And they were actually in the show. They didn't make that many appearances, but it's nice to see something that's actually from the show in this game on occasion. It's starting to feel like they just tacked the characters on at the end there. I mean, they put Molly in the first scene of the game with Rebecca, and there was no point. She never says anything and she never comes back. Which is good. I guess it's better than having to rescue her or something stupid like that. Though I don't quite see the point of killing all the natives. Why are we even delivering packages out here? This game makes no sense. This is probably the only challenging part of the level where these guys start coming down from and coming up from just random places in the sky. And they throw their spears about right as soon as they stop moving, so there's no real set point where they're gonna come up. Sometimes there's like 2 or 3 at once, but it's not that hard. I don't even think I had problems with this game as a kid. I guess they couldn't make it that hard since this is based off of, you know, a kid's show, but even then, you know, they did a good job. It's actually a fun game, but it's not tough in the least. And we're coming up on a bonus area here. Let's kill this totem, and there it is. Oh. I guess that kind of is one of my only gripes about the game, is the fruit tends to sink right into walls where you can't get it, and in the end, points don't matter. Well, maybe they do. I mean, you could see your awesome high score at the end, I guess, but, well, you'll have to see when we get that far. Almost to the end of the game. I can't believe it. You know, for as short as this game feels when I'm actually, you know, recording this, it's... when I play it from start to finish without taking breaks in between, it does feel like it's much longer than it actually is. And it's probably just because you're waiting for power-ups and stuff, but... Whoa! That was kind of a jerk thing to do, just place him right there. But they gave me a heart, so I guess it's okay. And another one. I don't need that many. And there's another bonus area right here, right before the boss. Let's get more fruit, because even though Baloo is pretty overweight, he can still use some healthy snacks. And if I could rate these fruit points differently, I'd probably give cherries a higher score. I love cherries. On a Sunday, it's usually the first thing I eat. Anyway. And now we just have to wait for time to end. Unless I'm missing something here, but... nah, nothing works. Alright, let's go and get to this boss. And for some reason my controls have stopped working. There we go. Now, remember before when I said we couldn't do anything with the fire and the fireplaces back in the haunted house? Well, miraculously, we can shoot the fire here and knock it out of the air. Which, I'm not really sure how that works, but this boss is one of the more chaotic ones, but it's not hard. I haven't even taken a single hit yet. If you just go in a circular motion, you should be able to do this pretty easily. And if you keep killing the little alligators, you know, you'll spawn one of those little floating heart containers. Which is pretty nice. I guess it's after a certain amount of enemies you've killed, one will appear. The game's pretty generous with them, though. I think it's a low count. And we have $318,000, but there's nothing here I want to buy. I've gotten all the parts, so let's just move on. Last delivery of the day. Mountain District. Well, this is the last stage of the game, and you'll find there are no packages and no money bags. So don't worry about collecting those. I don't know what kind of delivery we're making if we don't even have our cargo. Of course, then again, you know, if you're picking up your cargo at random spots on the way, you're not doing... What's the point of even doing this business in the first place? But whatever. This stage is very short. Ooh, yeah, there's a lot of fruit hidden in the clouds here. I guess it's to make up for all the, you know, the lack of money and cargo to pick up. Nice music in this stage. Ooh, my voice is a little screwed up. I was just busy yelling at my N64. Got a copy of Banjo-Tooie on eBay and it doesn't work. I was pretty upset. Anyway, these guys, those guys are back from the first stage, I think, dropping their rocks. I think they're from the first stage, or the baseball stage. I don't remember now. More fruit, because we need those points. Ooh. And there's no bonus stages here, by the way. It's just this. And we're at the end already, and there's a heart here. And why is it right here? Well, because we're fighting a boss. It's Don Carnage, again. And now we can actually hurt him, and you can only shoot like the front of his plane where the propeller is. With his triplane. He has 3 wings on that thing, which is pretty cool. It's hard to tell from the sprite, but he had like 3 wings. And that little plane that he's flying is actually pretty close to what he actually did fly in the show. I don't think it was that small, but... And he's dead already. And now it's the Iron Vulture. And all we have to do is blow off these propellers. Which, you know, in the show you've never assaulted this thing. It was like 50 times the size of your sea duck. And I think they only managed to damage it a couple of times, but it was always fixed by the next episode. But now we're destroying the whole thing. And, oh, I didn't even get to see how many points I had. Hey, it's Shere Khan! And for some reason he hired the air pirates, which he only did in 1 episode of the show. And he wasn't outright evil either. He was just kind of a powerful figure that only cared about his business. Yeah, he must be. Look at this crappy cutscene. Why are Kit's eyes closed? Looks like somebody sprayed him in the face with something. Aw, and they fly off in the bonus stage together for some reason. The end! That's right. No credits in this game. No, not presented by Capcom. No copyright Disney. No thanks for playing. Just the end. You don't even get to know what your high score is. And that's why I was questioning the score in this game. Another comment was made, so you get a better high score. They don't even give you the courtesy of giving you your high score in this game. Ugh, what a terrible, terrible ending in this game. Which is too bad, because otherwise it's a pretty solid game, and if you ever get the chance to play it, I suggest you do. I guess you are treated as 8-bit rendition of the TaleSpin theme. It's not bad, but it does kind of leave a bad taste in your mouth when you've done all this only to find out you're getting the end and nothing else. Oh, thanks Capcom. How are they getting away with this? They did this in the Game Boy version of Mega Man 2? I thought, you know, this must be why certain laws were put in place. That you had like 5 hours worth of credits at the end of everything. Well, anyway, I guess that was Let's Play TaleSpin. If you're wondering what's coming next, I believe I'm going to try another NES title called Solomon's Key, which I'll kind of get into what it's about, but I'll just kind of say it's like a mixture of a platformer, puzzle game, sort of thing. It's very, very hard. I played it when I was a kid. I still have the cartridge for it. Never beat it, but I'm going to try to. And it's pretty long, although the rooms in it are short. I'll get into all that when I actually play it, unless I change my mind and find something else that's more fun and prettier. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this Let's Play. I I hope you enjoyed the rest of this and not the ending. Ugh. So I will see you guys later for more Let's Plays. Thanks for watching, guys. Later.